Inter Miami made history last night at Chase Stadium. I almost said Drive Pink Stadium again. 3 points against Orlando and 5 goals scored. This is probably going to be the shortest video I've ever made. Nothing out of the usual in terms of the starting 11. There was one change at the left center back position. Freire slotted into that left center back position over Sergi and did phenomenal, honestly, in my opinion. But I think everybody on that team yesterday played absolutely amazing. I'm highly convinced they watched these videos because I was going pretty hard on them on these last 2 reviews, saying that they just weren't playing good enough, that they were okay, but they needed to do better. Everything was just positive. Everything was good. Everything was great. And that's all we're going to be focusing on today. It's just solely the good things, and we're not going to really touch on anything bad, if anything bad happened. I think the only thing bad that happened was the fact that Orlando walked away, first of all, not scoring a goal, playing like they've never played football in their life. Yeah, if I'm an Orlando City fan, I'd be devastated. I'd be heartbroken. I'd be depressed. I'd be angry. Before I even talk about like player performances and things like that, I want to jump right into Suarez. Suarez, I've been heavily hard on Suarez. He solely joined Inter Miami to play with Messi. He'd had a rough start when he was at Gremio, a lot of injuries, and so coming over to Miami would bring a lot of expectations from him, even though despite everything that's happened with him physically and obviously his age, people hear Suarez, people think Suarez, and they're like, okay, this is a number 9. He's going to score a lot of goals for us. And after we saw those first 2 games, that's not really what happened. And not just in terms of scoring goals, because you can't really expect somebody to score a brace every single game. I think it was just the way he was moving on the field. It just wasn't up to par with literally anybody else. He wasn't really moving. It just looked like he was always hurting. What he did yesterday was just the complete opposite. Yesterday, it didn't even seem like he ever had an injury ever in his life. Running perfectly. He was running. So he was literally running, trying to make plays, putting passes together, and he got a brace in 11 minutes. So I was honestly very impressed with what I saw from Suarez, and he had a similar run at Gremio, I believe, if I remember correctly. Looking at his stats for Gremio, he played in the first 4 matches, played the full 90 minutes, and only scored 1 goal, and that came in the 4th game. Then he didn't score again until the 7th game, then in the 11th, then the 12th, and then all the way to the 21st, 22nd. So there were a lot of gaps between the games where he scored or even contributed to a goal. And were we hard on him in the first 2 games? Yes. Should we be? Absolutely. I feel like, in my opinion, because if you're gonna be our number 9, I feel like you should at least run on the field. I mean, I don't expect him to score a hat-trick every game. I don't expect him to score a brace every game, but to show that he has the energy, to show that he has the passion, the effort to want to at least start, absolutely. He played like his old self, and hopefully we could see more of him play like this. Like I said, I don't expect him to play like that every single game, at least more consistently, because with Gremio, he did start to pick up more goals towards the end of the season, towards the back end of the season, and he ended up, I'm pretty sure, with 17 goals and 33 appearances in the league. If we can do that, that'd be the best that I think any striker would have done for Inter Miami in history. So if he could do that, that'd be amazing. But yeah, Robert Taylor got on the board as well, assisted from Suarez in the 30th minute. Keeper was way off his line. Suarez found Robert Taylor to his left and just squared it and scored. He played very well. Robert Taylor, like I said, he is one of our better players that's outside of the Fantastic Four. I thought he played very well with both Messi and Suarez, and even from the midfield with Gressel, which I'll get to in a second. Thought they just really combined well together. He was looking really solid, had a solid performance. And Messi, of course, did Messi type things. He did some really crazy stuff on the ball. You know, his touches, his movement, his dribbling, his passing, I thought was just really on point today. And not that it's never off, but I don't know, today just felt crazier than usual. He got a brace, one with his head, and one he just kind of hit it off his chest and just let it roll in, as a Orlando FC defender was just pulling him back. And the fact that Messi just kept his composure and just didn't really like turn around or say anything, respect him highly for that, because I would have like at least looked at it. I would have looked at the defender and just kind of give him a mean look. But I think to do it against Orlando, Miami's biggest rivals, I don't care what anyone else says. So more standout performances, I want to say definitely Gressel. This was the best that we've seen Gressel play ever for Miami. He had 2 goal contributions. I'm pretty sure he was involved in 4 out of the 5 goals. 2 of them were directly assisted, but then he created 2 chances as well. And he looked really good in that midfield. And I think that's the player that Tata Martino expected to bring in. That is the sort of player that we kind of need at Inter Miami. Him paired with Diego Gomez and Sergio Busquets, I think makes a great trio in that midfield. And on top of the fact that Fede Redondo is coming to the club, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be available for the next game, that midfield is just going to be amazing. Even if one of them is off, we have Redondo, you have Gomez, you have Gressel, you have Busquets, and then you have the bench, you have Ruiz, you have Sunderland, you have those young midfielders. I think our midfield is the most solid it's ever been in club history. For Gomez, outstanding performance, and I say it time and time again, it's players like Gomez who are young, who have that potential to play good. Those are the players that we are going to have to rely on as the season progresses. But yeah, he was just a key player today in that midfield role. He won the ball back a couple times, made some good passes, just played like a midfielder. He didn't do anything crazy like get an assist or score or anything like that, but like I said, he's won the ball back, I believe 4 or 5 times. He's won 3 out of 4 tackles. Defensively, he's been really solid. He had 5 recoveries, got an interception. He's won 6 duels, made 33 out of 37 accurate passes. In that sort of sense as the midfield, he did great. Nicolas Freire, for his first start in the regular season for Miami, I thought did very well. He was solid. He kept his composure. I mean, I honestly didn't know what to expect from Freire. After yesterday, I really rate him highly as a center back, and I think he is a great center back option. Aviles did well as well. He got pretty tired, I think, as the game went on, but that's why Sergi came in, and he did really well as a sub. Jordi Alba, I think, is insane. The fact that he's, 35 years old, and he sprints like a madman down that left flank is still kind of unbelievable to me. I don't know if it's because he's playing in the MLS, and he makes those young guys look like they're 34 years old, because out of the Fantastic Four, he's the most agile. He gets involved in everything. He's pretty much on Messi's level in terms of goal creation, really. But yeah, definitely played a huge factor in that 5-0 win. He almost got a goal if it wasn't cleared off the line. That was the goal that Messi just chested in and let it roll. Yeah, solid performance from Jordi Alba. Another clean sheet for Drake Callender. Can't really forget about Drake Callender. Drake Callender is always a dog between the sticks. Believe he made 4 total saves. Drake Callender is probably one of the best keepers in the league. He also proved that last season. He is a really good goalkeeper. I'd be scared of losing him, to be honest. I feel like he would either go to a better team, either in the MLS or abroad. I mean, he wasn't really challenged too many times, but hey, a clean sheet is a clean sheet for a keeper, and making saves is doing your job. So he did his job, and he did it well. But yeah, man of the match, I would say 100% goes to Luis Suarez. 2 goals, 2 assists. Proved to be wrong. So bad. He proved to be wrong. He made me eat all my words. He has shut me up from all the smack that I've been talking for these last 2 reviews. And I'll put my hands up and say, you know what? I deserve that. But that doesn't mean, just because he did good last night, doesn't mean that we'll cut him some slack. And that means, oh, okay, yeah, no, he's got it now. No, we're only 3 games in. We have 2 games coming up within short periods of time. We have Nashville away at 9 p.m., stupid late, in our first game in the CONCACAF Champions League. And then just 2 or 3 days later, we come back to Chase Stadium and we play Montreal, who aren't the best, but it's still games playing back-to-back like that. It's always worrying. Nashville are a big team. A lot of people say that Nashville are rivals to Inter Miami. I don't know if that's just because of our match history, across the course of the time we've played together, but it's going to be a difficult game. Obviously, one of the last times we played Nashville, it was in the League's Cup final where we won on penalties. Hopefully we'll walk away with a win in our first game of the CONCACAF Champions League. I think as a club, especially now that you have the Fantastic Four, you're going to want to win as many trophies as you can, as you possibly can. And I think obviously that includes MLS Cup. Inter Miami are not in the Open Cup. I think winning CONCACAF Champions League is a huge goal in the Miami squad. They're going to want to win it, and they're going to want to win MLS Cup. So yeah, I think for my prediction for the game against Nashville, this is a Nashville team without their main man Mukhtar. So I think if they don't have Mukhtar, they're just not good. I think that we're going to win 3-1. Thank you so much for watching this match review as we all witnessed Luis Suarez and Lionel Messi make history at the club in terms of the biggest scoreline ever for Inter Miami CF. Hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Literally 99% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed, so please, if you don't mind, hitting that subscribe button if you've liked the content that you see. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Back-to-back videos in short days, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you enjoy reading articles, I do have a Substack. I pretty much put these videos in print form and just kind of go over the game just in a very short article format. So if you're interested in that, I'll put that in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys on March 7th.